welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing something pretty fun that I'm excited about. So last week on Instagram I did a giveaway where if you shared one of my photos in your story, then you would enter to win a free spell. So a friend of mine won, and that's what we will be doing today. When I talked to her about what kind of spell she would want, she wanted to kind of combine a self-love, enhanced wisdom, psychic abilities, just like basically enhance everything in that category for herself, for her inner being, all the things like that. So just stay tuned and we will get right into it. So for this, you will need a cauldron or some kind of fire-safe pot or pan to burn things in. You will need some sage or Palo Santo or any other cleansing element. I have here a Blue Lotus tea blend, but if you have just straight Blue Lotus, by all means, use that. I have ginger here, I have sage, bay leaf, rose petals, rosemary, orange peel, and borage. For our oils today, I have some black cat oil that I just recently made. If you guys want me to do a video on how I made this, just let me know. I'm going to be using some love oil and also some third eye oil. For candles, you will need a spare candle for wax stripping. You will need a white candle to represent yourself or the person you are doing the spell for. You will need an orange candle. I'm specifically targeting this person's creativity and ambition and mental focus, drive, third eye, all of those things connected together, specifically when it comes to things like crystals and herb working, root working, things like that. So that's why I have these two candles, but you can specify this spell basically for anything you want to affect on someone or yourself. Just pick the candle colors that correspond with whatever work you're trying to do. I'm going to be using a pen to carve into my candles. You will need a Sharpie or some kind of pen or pencil or anything like that to write down your intentions on some spare paper. And today I'm going to be using some fool's gold and also a rose quartz and 2 amethysts. You will also need a plate, some kind of fire-safe metal cast iron type of deal to burn your candles on. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is make some spirit dust or powder. For this, you will need a pen and paper. I'm going to be using some cinnamon, some rosemary, and some rose petals. You will also, for this part, need a cauldron of sorts and a lighter. Spirit dust takes place of a picture or totem from a person you are doing a spell for. This spell is for a friend of mine, so I picked elements that go with her zodiac sign, which is Leo. On this paper, I'm going to write her full name, her birthday, and some identifying facts about her or description. You can write anything that really connects this piece of paper to this person, so I'm going to do that real quick. All right, so now that we have that written down, we are going to fold that up. And inside, I am going to put some rose petals, some cinnamon, and some rosemary. So we're going to fold this, wrap up these herbs in this paper, grab our cauldron, Light this on fire, and the remains will be your spirit dust that we will be using in our spell today to target this specific person I'm trying to help. Okay, now that we are done with our spirit dust, we are going to move that to the side for now. Next, we are going to be carving into our candles. So, like I said, I'm using a white, orange, and purple candle for this. So into the purple candle, I'm going to carve spiritual ability. In the orange candle, I am going to carve creative ambition. And in the white candle, I am going to carve the full name of the person I am trying to affect. Okay, so this is where our spirit powder comes in. We really want to connect these candles and what we're trying to achieve to the person we are trying to affect. So we are going to empty out our spirit powder, and we are going to rub the ashes into our carved candles, the carved part. By doing this, we are really embedding the energy of this person into these candles. So as you're doing this, you want to think about what you're trying to achieve. I'm going to be thinking about mental clarity, her learning more about the things she wants to study in witchcraft, things like that. So I'm going to speed this up while I do this. I don't know if y'all can see that, but see how cool that is? So we are going to mix the rest of our spirit powder or spirit dust with our candle dressing. So I just emptied it back into our cauldron. We are going to combine our herbs for our candle dressing now. So I will be adding ginger for speed, blue lotus for spiritual abilities, orange peel for luck, rose petals for self-love and understanding. I'm going to tear up a bay leaf for inspiration and ambition and drive. And we are going to add sage for wisdom. I'm also decided to throw in some borage for inspiration. So I'm just going to use the end of my candle to kind of mix this up. So now that we have all that done, I'm going to move it to the side so that we can anoint our candles. I'm leaving this one face down to keep my friend anonymous. So I am going to be putting my black cat oil on the white candle that represents my person. Black cat oil is used for all of the strongest luck and power charms. I'm going to be using my psychic abilities oil on my purple candle and my love oil on the orange candle. Okay, we are going to move our candles to the side, pour our candle dressing out on our plate, and dress our candles. If you are doing this spell for yourself, you want to roll the candles towards you. If you're doing the spell for someone else, you want to roll the candles away from you and think about sending the energy from them out, away from you, into the universe, into the atmosphere, into wherever they are, to affect them. So next we are going to be anointing our plate. I am going to anoint it with the black cat oil. I want that extra power, that extra oomph. Fun fact, anointing your plate also helps you get the wax off after your spell is over. So I am going to sage this plate, rid it of any energy before it, good or bad. Okay, so I am going to take our white candle and place it in the very middle of the plate. To make sure these candles are stable, I am going to drip a spare candle on them. Not only does this make them more stable for the plate, it really binds all of your intentions and desires together, along with the oils, herbs, everything. This is probably my favorite process because, I don't know, I feel like I can feel it working. It's very meditative. All right, guys, so I am going to sprinkle some of my remaining candle dressing around these and on them. I am going to place a rose quartz and a fool's gold on my plate. So for this next step, you are going to want to move into a more comfortable area, because during a spell like this, to make it more powerful, you are going to be working with it as it burns. So I'm going to put it on my coffee table so I can sit on my couch and drink some tea and watch it burn, try to meditate and put my extra intentions in. But also because we are going to be lighting our intentions up in our cauldron all throughout this spell. So what you want to do is, anytime an intention or a thought comes to your head as you're watching the candles, something you want to happen, something you want to manifest, you're going to write it down, fold it up, and then burn it, making sure that the smoke from the burned paper is flowing towards your candles. Now, I'm not saying you have to burn 50 sheets of paper, we don't want to cause a smoke emergency, but just 2 or 3 times during the candle burning, you can write as much as you want. You could write a few words, whatever comes to you. Sometimes I write sigils or sayings or verses or something like that. So I'm going to get us all set up on my coffee table and I will be right back.